Juan John Molina on the right of your picture, defending his IBF super featherweight title against Francisco Segura of Mexico. Molina with the inimitable Lou Duva in the corner of Evander Holyfield, Pernell Whitaker, and several other fighter fame. Tail of the tape for this fight, both aged 27, Molina with height and reach advantages. The champion on home territory in the Roberto Clemente Coliseum in the red trunks here against Segura, who starts as a big underdog.
Molina's a very big, very big junior lightweight physically. Strong looking kind of a box fighter.
It's mixed at the highest level quite consistently, Molina. Fast hands, good punch.
Yeah, throws all these punches with like real bad intentions, wants to get the other guy out there as quick as he can. Real good quality champion.
Segura brings to this fight a record of 20 wins and 5 defeats. He's mixed for the most part in moderate company, and he's under some pressure already here in the opening round. Molina is cooking up a storm.
Well, Molina started real quick and he's banging home some big punches. Throws his hook really, he's got a really funny way of throwing it. He really sort of twists his arm right over to get as much leverage into that shot as possible.
Big left to the body and to the head as well. And this is a torrid opening round for the challenger. Molina wants this over.
Must be a nightmare for a challenger to be fighting a champion in his backyard and then, have the crowd cheering every time the other guy throws a punch, and to be on the end of an onslaught like that.
Big left hook too from Molina. Massive opening round for him. Segura looks so small alongside him, he could almost be at a lesser weight.
Yeah, Molina's like head and shoulders above him physically. Segura's going to have trouble landing because he's just that much shorter. He's going to have to, like throw his punches and try and get off over the top there, but he's going to get picked up with punches, that's for sure, against Molina.
He has taken an awful lot of punishment already, the challenger.
Molina keeps whacking to the body with both hands there. He's just looking for every, any and every opening that he can find.
Segura needs that bell. Did the bell go? Molina thought it did. I never heard anything. Ah, there it is.
Slight bit of confusion there at the end of that, near that end of that round.
Yeah, look at the way he turns the punch. Interesting, isn't it?
He's got a funny way of throwing his left hook.
Second round, Molina in red, Segura the challenger in black. Molina looks really hot and impressive, doesn't he, here?
Yeah, Molina looks to me like he wants to impress his hometown fans,
Had some great little fighters operating at this weight over the last decade or so, and Molina is moving into that kind of category. He's doing a real number on Segura here, and how much more can this little Mexican take?
And Molina's got his feet firmly planted on the canvas and he's just letting go with both hands. Very impressive performance so far.
You'd have to say already that Segura's proved one thing: he's got a chin.
He's got a very good chin. I find a lot of fighters don't take body shots that well either, but this guy seems to have a good chin and seems to take, punches to the body exceptionally well.
It's a total survival job for him at the moment, Segura.
Now when Molina's punching, you know, he just step off to either side, and you know, he's not trying to punch in a straight line. He's trying to come round Segura's head with hooks and uppercuts, and you know, with both hands.
Segura's getting his gloves up quite well. That looked a low left hook from Molina.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
The referee should have said something there. That was miles low.
Referee's really got to get himself in position to see that, you know, where the punches are coming from, because there's so many being thrown.
And that looked a bit low too. It almost landed on the hip of Segura.
Now, don't be surprised if somebody gets cut in a minute, Ian, because the heads keep going in from time to time, and the punches are plentiful.
Well, Segura has bravely tried to come back himself in this round, but he's on the wrong end of some fearful looking punches from Juan John Molina.
It doesn't look to me like Segura's got much to keep the champion off. Yeah, he needs to have a real big punch, you know, from somewhere, to find a real big punch from somewhere, but I don't know if he's got that punching power. He's game enough.
Well, he has landed a bit in this round anyway, Segura. But for the most part, he's been eating up the punishment.
Yeah, champions round again in a big way.
Segura did score a shock win over Luis Espinosa in Phoenix, Arizona, in Espinosa's home territory, the former WBA super bantamweight champion, showing his resilience that day too.
Yeah, that's an excellent win for Segura to beat Luis Espinosa. He's got his work cut out for him tonight against John Molina.
Third round. Molina in red, and he's the one doing most of the damage. He's unbeaten since May 1990. Molina, he's won his last 11 in a row. His 32 victories include some very impressive successes against the likes of Juan Laporte and Tony Lopez.
Yeah, he's mixed in good class, Molina. Like you say, he's fought Tony Lopez, Juan Laporte, and those guys are world champions and former world champions in their own right, so can't really go too far wrong. And now he's a champion in his own right.
He's in his second reign as super featherweight champion, Molina, having won and lost the title against Lopez. This reign has been rather less demanding. Won it easily against Jackie Gungaluza, the South African, and the defences so far have not been too exacting, and so far neither is this one.
Yeah, well, looks like the pace has dropped a little bit now, because Molina's got his feet firmly planted on the floor. I think he's looking for that payoff punch. Perhaps he doesn't feel threatened by Segura. He's not as lively as he was in the first two rounds. He's still impressive though, but he's not just doing as much as he was. Which is no real surprise really, because there's no way they could have maintained that pace for 12 rounds. And Segura's taking the initiative, switching southpaw now.
Molina's getting in with some quite hurtful looking body shots as well. His work rate is prodigious.
It's your turn, baby.
Just showing out to the crowd now.
He's tired, Pancho, he's tired.
Big left hook from Molina. Must have skin like leather, this Segura. There are some fighters whose durability has to be seen to be believed.
Yeah, Segura looks a little bit game for his own good because he's getting outgunned and outboxed. He obviously wants to stay in there and be part of the fight and stand there with the champion, give him a good fight, but sometimes he can be a little bit blind.
Well, he's bravely trying to fire back, but he's being outgunned and outworked.
Boy who played triangle in the FBO whilst making an LP and CD for RCA was caught eating a cheese sarnie under his DJ with HP. Everything's okay with HP.
For the class of 96.
Oh, we're roommates!
College life brings friendship, fun, and freedom.
You can use Morrissey.
And they wouldn't miss it for the world. Class of 96, Sky One's brand new series starts Saturday at 7.
An excerpt from the drama so far. Left, right from Molina. Did it again as well. Fourth round, clash of heads there, and Segura is hurt. Timeout, the referee calls for.
Well, it'll be interesting to see which one's got the damage. Looks like Segura.
Now the referee is saying to the judges that it was a headbutt. Now can Segura go on? He can. It isn't going to be stopped, so we're not going to have any strange kind of technical decision.
Referee's just told the judges it was an accidental butt.
Accidental butt, that is quite important, because it affects how the matter would be resolved if from this Segura had to be stopped on a cut.
Yeah, Molina knows he's got his guy cut. He's going to look to try and capitalise on that and get busy again and just try and make that cut a lot worse than it is.
Well, if Segura didn't have enough problems in there, he's got some more now. Molina doesn't look quite so sharp now as he did in the first two rounds.
No, the pace has definitely dropped. He's not as lively as he was. Yeah, Segura, he's still trying to make a fight of it. He's trying to cover up, but he's just not having enough success. He's got very short arms.
Frankly, he just looks out of his league with Molina, but then a lot of people would.
Every fight with John Molina is a war. Doesn't matter who he's fighting or where he's fighting. You know, he lets them know that he's there from the off.
Looked like another low blow with the right this time. The referee has let about 3 or 4 of those go. And again.
And again, yeah. Keeps whacking him in low on the blind side of the referee. I'm not so sure he's aware that he's doing it, because the crowd are pretty fierce and they're right behind him, and all he wants to do is impress.
Well, he knows he's at home, Molina, that's for certain, one way and another.
It's a big attack from Molina.
Tremendous courage and resilience from Segura. He's covered up, he's taken an awful lot of punishment, and still he's trying to fire leather back against what looks almost hopeless odds.
Yeah, it looks like he's fighting a losing battle, but he's just standing there with Molina and, you know, trying to punch with him.
Oh, that was a good right hand from Segura. But Molina, rather worryingly from Segura's point of view, just shook his head for a moment and walked straight back on in.
Yeah, Molina's got no real worries about Segura's punching power. He's just walking in and doing his own thing. Looks real comfortable doing it.
That must be a bad moment for a fighter, when you hit him with your best shot and he just carries on coming.
Yeah, some fighters don't even blink. They just, you know, you hit them with your best shot, they don't blink, they don't take a step back, they just take it and keep coming at you. It can be very disheartening.
Last few seconds of the 4th round and Molina right on top.
India! What are we going to do, Vic? I wouldn't let it fly. I wouldn't, would they?
Cadbury's Boost. It's slightly rippled with a flat underside.
Arcade presents Ray Charles, the living legend.
I've made up my mind.
Out now.
Well, it's pretty one-sided, Duke.
Yeah, Molina's just walking in and just doing whatever he wants. Head's going in again now. It's like you say, it's just so one-sided at the moment. I mean, Segura's just making a fight of it, just about. I mean, he can obviously punch a little bit, Segura, because he's, you know, he's had some excellent knockout victories on his record, but just looks way out of his depth in this fight.
Yeah, he's had a couple of knockout victories, but never with anybody approaching Molina's class.
They couldn't have picked him a better world champion to fight, that's for sure, or a harder world champion to fight. Perhaps they should have gone via another route and picked out one of the other champions, but that's their fault, I'm afraid.
Not as Azuma Nelson, of course.
Well, not as Azuma Nelson.
There's some good people around at the weight, aren't there?
Yeah, I didn't realise. Looks like in the junior lightweights there isn't a weak champion. Yeah, Molina's just doing whatever the hell he likes, you know. It's
a mismatch, really, isn't it? To be honest.
Very much so. He's, you know, he can lean on when he wants. He can take a breather when he wants, and punch when he wants, and it's good from his standpoint because he's just totally in control. And fighting a guy like Segura in this particular fight looks like Molina's just punching the heavy bag.
Segura is boxing on a 4-star mix of guts alone. Does get his gloves up quite well, Segura. He's blocking a few of those hooks to the head.
Yeah, he blocks a lot of punches. He does block a lot of punches, but unfortunately that's not going to win him the fight.
He's come up with a couple of quite good left hooks, Segura, give him credit, especially in the last 30 seconds.
There look to be signs of desperation on his part because he really needs something really big out of the book. He needs a really big punch now to try and swing the fight in his favour. But Molina just turned him there onto a punch.
There's a real swagger about Molina, isn't there?
Yeah, real confident, arrogant looking kind of a boxer. Just trying every punch in the book.
Outclassed, outreached, outfought, outgunned, away from home, cut. What more problems could Francisco Segura have, you wonder?
I never get there. I've got to win.
Cream Silk Conditioner now contains Pro-Vitamin B5, which strengthens hair from the inside to keep it looking healthy on the outside. Cream Silk Conditioner, the workout for your hair.
Same again, Duke, in that last round from Molina.
Yeah, Molina's just doing what he wants. I think all Segura can do is just cover up and just hit and hope. I mean, he keeps his hands up pretty well. He's not taking too many clean shots on the chin.
Well, they sent out Segura from the corner for the 6th round with the instruction, come on, come on. Do you want the title or don't you? Of course, they don't have to fight Molina.
That's right. It's they picked him a real tough champion to fight. The corner telling him to get inside and try and out-ruffle Molina, but I just can't see how he's going to do it. He needs a miracle.
Or 2 or 3.
2 or 3, yeah. Molina's just boxing on the retreat now. He doesn't want to, you know, he's just going to try not to knock the guy out. He's just going to look for the punch as opposed to just going in and throwing lots of punches, take him out in spectacular fashion. You often find that when you try to knock somebody out, you can't, and it comes at the most least time that you expect it.
He's just cooled down a bit, Molina, now from the first 2 rounds, but again, even in this gear, he looks very classy, doesn't he, Duke?
Yeah, Molina's just got too much for Segura. He's got too much of everything. He's the bigger puncher, the better boxer.
Been some good Puerto Ricans as well, when you think back to people like Wilfredo Gomez and Wilfredo Benitez.
Tell me about it. They're not my favourite person. Do you remember rightly, I lost to a Puerto Rican in the bantamweight title fight.
Yes, Del Valle, wasn't it?
Who?
You're trying to forget him.
Yeah.
But you weren't well that night, were you?
Yeah, not making any excuses, but I just wasn't well. Looks like the referee's
timeout. It looks like a problem with the glove, and Segura could do with a break. He could do with 1-minute rounds, really, couldn't he, Segura?
Yeah, I really don't know what sort of advice his corner will be giving him. You know, they'll take as long as they can to get the tape around the glove.
Pray, I should think.
Molina really fancies this job.
Well, this durable little Mexican shakes his head as Molina pounds in some more punishment, as if to say, I'm not hurt, you can carry on hitting me, I'm made of metal, and I'll still be there right in front of you, and I'll still come back throwing a bit of leather. And to be fair to Segura, he has done that quite consistently to stay in this fight, but to be honest with you, he's just not really competitive in the fight.
Well, no, for the last couple of rounds, Segura, he's the one that's made the fight, because he wants to win real bad. And Molina now is he's able to relax and just throw his punches as and when.
Goals on Sunday, sponsored by Ford. Wake up to the full Premier League picture Sunday mornings at 10 on Sky Sports.
For a booklet about the Child Support Agency, phone 0345 830 830 or look out for the coupon in newspapers and magazines.
6 rounds gone, and I can't believe that there's anybody in the Roberto Clemente Coliseum who hasn't given all 6 rounds to Molina, apart from in Segura's corner, possibly.
Yeah, I'll make this a complete shutout in Molina's favour.
This is the 7th, Molina in red. The IBF Super Featherweight Champion, 9 stone 4 pounds division this.
Molina, he's going to be punching real hard because he's just so relaxed, and that's when you throw your hardest punches, when you're relaxed. Crowd are getting behind him as well. That'll raise his game.
Mentioning what a tough division this has been in recent years, and you think of the likes of Chavez and Nelson, Brian Mitchell, Rocky Lockridge, Tony Lopez, and a few others on quite a long list.
You know, out of the list you just mentioned there, you just can't pick one bad champion. You know, over the years there have been some really outstanding champions in this weight division.
Well, Molina started fast, and I think he was looking for the early knockout, but he's realised how durable this man in front of him is, and now he's just methodically trying to wear down his man.
Yeah, he probably feels that he can't knock him out now. He's just looking to give him just a total boxing match. Just hurt him with every punch that he can, and you know, just not get ruffled himself.
He's setting himself more for the punches now, Molina. He may be packing a bit more power in them because of that.
Yeah, Molina is just doing what he likes. He just threw a lovely left hook to the body there, and Segura felt it right down to his boots.
Molina with influential connections these days, the Duva family. Now he's going for the body shots to try and slow Segura down even more.
He's just switching inside there and starting to throw the punches up. That cut's really bleeding quite badly. You can see the blood coming down on the side of Segura's face.
Again, he's shaking his head as if to say, no, not hurt. Goodness knows how he's not hurt.
Yeah, I think he's hurt. That's a sign, you know, when fighters start shaking their head and saying, oh, they're not hurt, that really means that they are. There's a lot of blood in there.
Yeah, it's coming from that cut caused by the accidental butt earlier on. They'd go to the scorecards if it had to be stopped because of that. Puerto Rican crowd making a heck of a noise. So 7 rounds gone. Let's see if we can go into the corner of Segura in a moment or two and have a look at that cut. It's to the side of the eye, so the blood isn't running into the eye. It's not obscuring the vision, but it hardly helps, and he needs all the help he can get.
Yeah, look, Molina just throwing an uppercut there, jab, right hand, left hook. He's just throwing everything, and anything he wants. Segura's got nothing to hold him back on. Working on that eye profusely, but it's, I think they're fighting a lost cause.
Well, Segura has waited a long time for this chance, since 1985 when he started his career as a professional. But I think he may have to wait a wee bit longer to become a world champion unless there is some sensational twist in events here. Molina at the moment has a shutout in his favour every round.
Molina can obviously sense victory. Just taking his time, he's not going to go crazy and try to knock the guy out. He's tried that early, but it just didn't work for him, so he's just going to do what he does best, I think, and just box him and just throw the heavy punches as and when he needs them. The only thing Molina's got to be careful of is not to get complacent. I think when you're hitting somebody as often as he is in this fight, you can get complacent and maybe walk into some punches that you'd rather not, but then it's too late.
There's a kind of indestructibility about this man, Segura. Very few fighters could have taken this much and still been around.
Well, he's got a heart obviously as big as a bucket, but unfortunately that's not going to win him the championship. It just doesn't look big enough or strong enough to trouble Molina.
Still, he comes forward, this brave Mexican, throwing out his punches.
That cut really is bleeding quite badly now. Molina's got all blood over his back. And Segura's really, he's got blood all over his eye and in his hair. And I think he'll be really looking forward to getting in the shower after this fight and just getting a good clean-up.
Well, his gum shield came out there as well, I think. Took a left hook. Still he wants to fight back. He wants a brawl with Molina at close quarters. Segura is a messy sight. And they might need to get the doctor to look at it, but he stopped it anyway. He said that's one-sided enough. And Molina retains the IBF Super Featherweight Championship on an 8th round stoppage. And I think that was a good and sympathetic interception.
Yeah, he hadn't won a round. Molina was just doing what he liked, as he liked. It was a good, very, very good decision by the referee. You know, Segura couldn't have won the fight.
I didn't want to see any more of it, did you?
Nah.
It was obvious that Molina was doing quite a bit of damage, and the damage was becoming quite serious. The right eye, and significantly there was no protest at all from Segura or his camp. They knew which way the wind was blowing, and it had been blowing very strong, in fact hurricane force in the first couple of rounds. John Molina then is still the IBF super featherweight champion after what was a pretty facile defense for him against the Mexican Francisco Segura, but give the Mexican credit, 10 out of 10 for bravery.
Yeah, he's, you know, Molina's a very impressive champion. It'd be interesting to see if he could fight somebody like Tony Lopez again, you know. Looks like he's got better as a champion, so.
Gum Shield came out there towards the end of the fight, and it was about this point, just after this, that the referee stepped in. There's the Gum Shield going out from the left hook. Right, Segura's face a mess, and thank goodness it was stopped there. His little boy likes it too.
Well done, Dan.